afternoon. This is Holly Miller, and I'm with Country Road Crafts. And today I'm going to be working on my shabby birdhouse. So I started this a few weeks ago, and then I never got back around to fixing it. Um, so this is what we're going to do today. And give me 1 second. I am going to double check see what's going on. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm just going to be doing it on Facebook, I guess. Not a big deal. Okay, so what I did to this is I cut it on my CNC and I think I did it backwards. What I should have done was paint it first, then cut it, then put the stuff in the groove so it's darker. But I didn't do it that way. So this is what I got. Um, just trying to make sure everything is working the way it needs to be working. Don't know if I'm broadcasting everywhere. Let's see. I am not sure how to do this Instagram thing, so I am just going to go where I know. So going back to, there we go. Back to Facebook. I don't know about reality. I'm going back to Facebook because I can't figure the other two channels out yet. So again, what I'm working on is my shabby birdhouse. I cut it on my CNC. Should have painted it, then cut on the CNC, then stain the edges. I didn't do it that way. This is what we got. So this is where I'm starting from. So first thing is I'm going to paint it. I want it to look kind of like a rustic because it's kind of shabby looking. I don't know if you can see the lines and stuff, but it's kind of like not straight lines. It makes it look kind of, it's called a shabby birdhouse. So Frank helped me cut out the edges because I didn't cut them just right, and he helped me sand it down. I am going to paint it, and then once it's dry, I'll melt it together and then show you guys the final picture. But this is where we're at right now. And I'm going to paint the main part of it azure, and then I'll wipe it back because I want it to look a little rustic. So I'm just going to put it on and I'll thin it out. So let me know where you guys are from. That would be nice. Let me see if I can get this. Sorry guys, I'm still learning this whole mess. Okay, so I don't know how to do that. Oh wait, here it is. Is this it? Oh, there we go. Yay! Thank you guys for watching, and let us know where you're watching from. We're in Sneedsbury, North Carolina, or Topsail, North Carolina, right on the beach, and it's trying to decide if it's going to rain tonight. I don't know if it is. It needs to because my maters need some rain. I'm ready for them to hurry up and grow so I can have some good tomato salads. So I was trying to go live on a couple of different places, and I don't think I got it working right. So I do apologize if you're looking for me somewhere else, but it's working on Facebook. That's about the only place I got it to work. Still trying to learn StreamYard. And then just put like, let's see, just a picture. Oh. There we go. So you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to paint And then after I get a little paint on here, I'm going to spritz it and I'm going to wipe some of it back. So what I should have done was painted this first and then cut it, but that's okay. We got it. And I'm just finishing this project from a little while ago. My belly is growling because we had hamburgers for dinner, so I do apologize. You guys working on anything in particular today? I'm not sure if I'm live or not, so I'm hoping I'm not sitting there talking about myself, but it's okay if I am, as long as the live is working. So I'm not seeing anybody, but I'm seeing that it is broadcasting, I think. Thought it was last time. What? That's okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am first going to spritz it with my, well, this is just water in a mister bottle. I'm just going to wet it and then wipe it back a little bit. Because I want it to give it a little distressed look. So I'm going to wipe it back. Oops. Not sure what that's going to do, but that's what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to paint the edges while I'm at it. Let me know where you guys are watching from. We are in Sneads Ferry or Topsail, North Carolina, right at the beach. I'm going to be live tomorrow night, and I'm going to be live Saturday night. Saturday night, I'm going to do the Welcome to Topsail door hanger, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. I have a few projects. Actually, I might paint the signs that I got. Getting ready to cut them out tonight or tomorrow morning, more afternoon. I'll get those tomorrow evening if I can get them cut. So. It's really hard to talk to myself when I'm sitting here. You guys have questions, let me know. I'll be doing more projects with my CNC since I'm learning how to use it. Just trying to figure the mess out. I am not going to paint the backside because that's going to be where the birds are going to be. So I don't want to have any kind of anything in there. I probably can put hemp oil, but it's going to be for the inside, so I'm not going to worry about that. Just going to paint the outside and I'll seal it when I'm done. Again, this is the project on my CNC. Trying to think of some good fall door hangers to use, and I haven't found the one I exactly want to start working on. I have a couple in mind, but I haven't decided yet. Getting ready for the 4th of July celebration here. Usually it's kind of big here because we're right at the military base, and the base usually has some kind of band playing or something during the 4th of July celebration. I don't usually go anymore because it's big crowds and I don't like the traffic. But when the kids were little, I tried to make sure that they were part of that a little bit. So, let's see if I can get this paint. Okay, so I got 6 of these to do all together. So I'm trying to work on these, just get it done so we can get it hung up or out into the shop so I can do with one more project down and a gazillion to go, because it seems like I never can finish a project. This week at work, I'm doing audits, so painting is kind of relaxing. Oh, I got one person watching. I bet you it's Frank. Last night I was helping him with a live on TikTok and he had 200 and some folks. I'm like, I never have 200 and some folks watching mine. That's okay. One of these days. One can have a dream. We got some background music. I'm just saying. I'm not sure what he's in there doing, but it's all good. I don't care. So, I think the lines are showing up a little. And the roof, I don't think I'm going to do it in that color. I don't think. I think actually I might do it, and I might sponge it. Let's see. Sponge on some texture on it. The one that have a little rustic look is what I'm trying for. I'm going to get the other piece for the top. What I'm doing, I'm just cleaning my brush because I'm done with that color for now. Rinse it through some water and just wipe it off. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is I am going to add some, first color was azure, and now I'm going to add some hazelwood. So hazelwood is just a little bit lighter than brown. I am just going to add some of that color to make it look a little rustic. And then I'm going to take my sponge. I am going to try to distress it a little bit. Just gonna see what I'm doing here. So what I'm doing now is just trying to add texture because it's called a shabby birdhouse. So I'm just trying to add a little texture to it. So I got my sponge, and it's I love this sponge. So it's a little stained. So, and I got hazelwood, and I'm trying to just add a little darker color here with hazelwood. To make it a little rustic looking. And then I just spritz some water on it to move around the paint a little bit because I wanted to look a little distressed. I wanted to look, the name of the project was Bird Shack. So I'm kind of making it a little distressed in the paint, and then I'm going to seal it once I'm done so I can put it out in the garden for a birdhouse. And you guys can probably see how that's turning out. And that's just the two colors with the stain in the background. The stain that I used earlier was a fusion stain. What is it called? SFO stain finish oil is what it's called. And I did that a few weeks ago on a live, I think. And I should have did it backwards, but it's kind of adding to it. It's got the dark lines in the middle there. So after I'm done putting this color in, I'm going to put a darker. So I'm just moving stuff around and just adding layers. No big deal. Just no rhyme or reason. Just trying to splish wash it around and then add a little water to make it move a little bit. Reactivate that paint. Not so that it blends, because I'm not wanting it to blend so much, but I'm just wanting to add a little texture with the sponge. So that's what I'm doing. You guys have questions, just trying to watch. So adding the water, it's a mister. It's just a fusion mister. Just a little mister. Adding the water, I can move the paint and it reactivates, thins it out a little bit, and I'm trying just to make it look rustic. Hoping I'm achieving that look. I think I'm achieving that look. Just layering on the paint with a sponge and wiping it back so it's not so bright. I want it to be rustic. I'm doing it like one board at a time, trying to let them dry a little before I add the next layer. So that's what I'm moving them to the side and moving them around. So. Whoop, those two stuck together. Okay, let's see what we got. And the color I'm adding now is hazelwood. The light brown. I'll spritz it. Then I'm going to use my handy dandy little sponge, and it's a sea sponge. It's nothing special. I got it at probably Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I'm not quite sure. I usually get my craft supplies from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. This one I got it a while ago because I use it a lot. My other one, I know. This one I got 20 years ago. So I love this thing. But it lets me add texture with paint rather than, adds depth for the texture. Add a little bit more color if I want. If it's too much, I can remove it with the water. So if I want a little more of that azure to show, I can remove some of the brown with the water and move it around a little bit. See how that turned out. I'm just making layers as I go down the board, go board to board to board, and then I'm going to add gold here in a minute, and some bronze, and some copper, and some actual brown. I just want it to be look a little rustic. Let's see if I can get this to go. I don't know how to do a live one. I do not know how to go live. So anyway, we're just going to keep doing this. One of these days I'll learn how to do the live on Instagram. If you guys know how to go live on Instagram other than just pushing a button, please let me know. Because I am not sure how to do that. Okay. So first I'm going to try to paint these edges with a little texture. I have paint on this little thing, so I'm just going to texture around. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Add a little texture around the edges. You can see what I'm doing. And the dog's going to bark because it's going to start thundering. So with the mister, you can pull paint up, and you can see how I'm making the blue show a little more. I left in a little bit that brown, but it mixes a little bit, so add texture to it. Okay. I can do this. adding texture to it. I'm not sure at the bottom's going to show. We'll put a little texture in just in case. Okay. So, Franklin. Well, whatever. So my bronze is a little dry, so I'm going to add a little bit of my extender to it.
What are you in here?
What's that you about? Language?
Hey, you want some language? I'll give you some language, woman.
Are you watching me all alive? Or is it somebody else?
Yeah.
Okay, because nobody's talking. Nobody's on there, but I think just you. So what I'm going to do is just mix it here. So I'm just adding metallic paint to it a little bit, just to give a little bit more, you can see it, a little bit more stuff, a little bit more texture, a little bit more emphasis. supposed to go. Just go. So that color there was metallic bronze. I'm not sure if Fusion sells it anymore. I like it because it helps with my, when I do the rustic looks, I like using it. Okay, and now I'm going to use metallic pale gold, yellow gold, and of course it's dried up too, but I'm just going to add extender in here to make it thin out a little bit. You guys can see the extender in there mixing up. Just to add a little more texture look to it. Just to give it a little bit of bling. So you can see like the different metallics. So you see the light pale gold, and then you see the bronze. So the bronze is kind of the green color, shiny. That's why I like using it. And then I have a copper I like to use too. So I just like layering on, let them dry a little bit, and then see if this one's not really shiny too much. It has a little bit of bronze on it. So I'm just gonna add some of this pale gold to it. And then wipe it back. see the color. Pretty cool. So you guys can do this technique on furniture too to make it look rustic. This is just regular wood. Nothing. I mean, I painted it. It was just a piece of wood I bought from Lowe's. So you can do the same thing. It's easier just to try to demonstrate it on smaller pieces than a big piece. But I like the metallic looks. I like the rustic looks. But I like also layering it, the paints, the different colors. Ah, thank you, Frank. You noticed. Thanks for noticing. Instead of just a mess I was trying to create. Because at first I was thinking it was going to be a mess, but I think it's turned out nice. So let's just keep layering it and layering it and layering it until I get the look that I want. And sometimes I make it too dark and I have to go back and start wiping back, but it's okay. Because sometimes my brain, things come out looking the way that does not match what I had thought of originally. Sometimes I get a little confused on how to make that work. I'll just keep playing with it until and sometimes I make it too light and then I just keep playing with the colors and then it's like, oh, that's exactly the color eventually what I wanted. See that? So it's metallic patina. So I went out the other day and Michael's had a sale on paintbrushes. I bought a bunch of paintbrushes because I am not good. But these are really good. I paid like $5. They're called Artist Loft. They're really good paintbrushes. Now if I can keep them clean or don't forget them with paint and I'm going to make them petrified. My bad. Okay, now I'm going to add a little copper to them. Just keep adding the layers. Because that's what I want to do. And this is just copper metallic from Fusion Mineral Paint. actually gonna bunch those back. So again, same thing with the paint, but the thing is that metallics dry way faster than the paint. If you spritz them a little bit, you can reactivate the paint and it'll lift a little bit if you want it. And with the sponge, it'll move around a little bit. You can see what I'm doing there. Create a little bit of effect with that. It's probably time to get I like working with a dry sponge. This sponge is a little wet. Oh, let's see. I have a couple more. There's this big one here. See how that's. One more layer I'm going to put on here, and it's going to be the brown and the lines. Hopefully it turns out the way I did. Don't make it a flop. Hoping. Just a little bit of that on and move it around a little bit. One of these days, I'm going to get a hold of that mailbox out so I can make my mailbox patina. I am going to do it. I'm wanting to do that for 5 years. Get out there and get that done. Lou, what are you doing, Stinky? What are you doing? I know you want to come into Mama's. I know. I can't. Soon. I'm going to have it cleaned up and come in and lay down. So, gonna have to let it dry and then finish it, and then I will post a picture of it completed online. Going because I have to seal it still. Oh, ooh, sling it out of the way. Easy does it. One more. kind of splish washing them around. I want it to have a little aged look to it. Ooh, it's a little thick. Let's see. There we go. Different colors in that. Ooh, I think I have some metallic turquoise. It was from Posh Chalk. That just hit my brain. That I might actually add some of that. But my hour is almost up, so I have about 6 more minutes. So if you guys watch it on the replay and you have questions, just ask them and I'll come back and answer them. I'm going to try to remember this time to put all of the products I use inside the comment so you guys can check it out if you're interested. If you try it and have issues, let me know and I can walk you through it. If you want to try it with me on a live, let me know and I can try that too because I have StreamYard now and I can do that with, I think, up to 10. That'll be a little crowded, but that's okay. If you guys have a better idea, let me know. I think this is cute. Cutie cutie. Look at that. Wow, pretty. I love that. Let's see, where's my lid so it doesn't dry out. Blue is snoring, so if you hear her snoring, she is mad at me because I'm in here and she can't get to me. So she is sleeping over there and she is snoring. And my hands are patina. I'm gonna touch these little ribbon holes with brown. I just got a little bit of brown on there. Chocolate by Fusion. Gonna put them in the holes and then wipe the color back so it's not on the outside of the holes. I am not wanting any of that wood to show. That's what I'm trying not to do. I'm trying to cover the wood. I might have to wait until that dries to do that the right way. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get the brown on later. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Just not make a mess. Just not make a mess. And I'm going to go through and finish up these holes and then add some of that metallic turquoise that I got. And I'll put the color for that exactly because it's going to add another layer of shine. And I love the metallics. The only bad thing about the metallics is they dry super duper fast. So that's why I put Fusion Extender in the ones that are dry. You know, my containers are dry because I don't use them very often. But it dries fast in the wood too. And the extender actually gives it a longer dry tying basically, so it doesn't clump, which I had to learn that the hard way. I couldn't figure that out. So I just added some brown in the little rivet hole things that I got going on. So, okay guys, I will be back here tomorrow at 7. I think tomorrow I may actually do a reef with some yarn. I'm going to dye some yarn maybe tonight. Hopefully if I can get it done. So I can just have a reef tomorrow. Because my brain's saying I need to do a sunflower that I have in my brain. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Finish up these little rivet holes. Okay, guys, that's all for tonight. So thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Don't forget to watch tomorrow night at 7 Eastern Standard Time. I'll talk to you guys then. Thanks and have a great day.